Our next performer is a creative force to be reckoned with. He's been writing and performing a series of one-man shows under the umbrella Act Your Age, Paul. So please welcome Paul Meyer.
I am strolling Lincoln Park this day in the merry, merry month of May. Yes, our beautiful, bucolic Lincoln Park with the South Pond to my left, so serene in the spring. And to my right, and making me totally euphoric, is the farm, because that's where maresy totes and dozy totes and little lambsy tivy and kidsily tivy too. Wouldn't you? And as I progress toward the south lawn, I come upon a friend. My spirit animal. Yeah, a squirrel. The squirrel is my spirit animal. Not only does she bring joy to my life, her work ethic has been an inspiration since I was a little boy. And talk about altruistic. You know, squirrels only eat 10% of what they plant, thus leaving to posterity 90% of their earnings in the form of their burrowing into the soil, their seeds and nuts, giving us generations of trees and bushes. You know, actually, I literally connected with a squirrel some time ago. I was in my backyard, and this little squirrely is jumping on the tall ligustrum bushes, and because I was always carrying around raw nuts with me at the time, I put one in my palm, and come here, squirrely, and she's just like, but I guess she's just not, can't jump for it. And then suddenly, and as she sniffed the almond, I caressed the corner of her mouth. And I guess she felt that that was safe for her, and then she took it. This went on for a number of weeks, so much so that I could go back to my patio and Squirrely would just jump from the hedges and would come right up to me, and I always give her some nuts. And then one time I thought I would just play this little game with her. I was going to do a place setting for her, you know, like put out a placemat, and well, better yet, let me show you. See? Isn't that cute? It's great. Yeah. Look at those eyes. My inner squirrel is saying, "Hey, Paul, lose the camera already and put some of those blue diamond nuts on my plate." But this went on and then it stopped. Spring had come and Squirrely disappeared. But then one day I saw her hopping on the hedges and she kept on going. She was followed by 5 baby squirrels. It was like she was saying, "Hey, it was really fun, but I've got a family now. I've got to show these babies the ways of the world." And that's the last time I saw her in my lawn, which brings me back to the south lawn. And I'm looking at this squirrel, and she's looking at me just like Squirrely, and to the right there's this pooch looking at her. I thought, this is going to be another one of those many decades where I've seen dogs fruitlessly chase squirrels and never get them because they fly up on a tree. But on this gentle day, this was no gentle dog. It was an unleashed pit bulldog. And before I knew it, the chase was on, and I could hear that dog's pounding paws hitting the ground. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And Squirrely, ba-dum, ba-dum. And Bully is right on Squirrely's tail, and she can jump to the tree, but her babies are in the hollow, so instead she goes around the tree. Ba-dee, ba-dee. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dee. ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dee, ba-dee, ba-dum, ba-chomp! I saw that pit bull dog prancing across the lawn by the Lincoln Monument. The squirrel in its mouth, and its owner comes walking up. This skinhead-looking guy holding a leash, but doesn't put it on the bully. Doesn't take my blood-gushing spirit animal out of Bully's mouth. They just walk together, crossing paths with couples with their babies. Couples like the squirrel who want to protect themselves and their babies from the bullies of the world. Bullies like that racist, unleashed, unhinged pit bull bully we have at the bully pulpit. He chomps on so many different kinds of people. It's crazy. Are any Jews here? When Trump was elected president, from that day forward for the next 3 months, hate crimes against Jews in New York, liberal New York City, rose 189%. And I have a problem with that because I'm Jewish. And that makes me feel chomped on because I've been chomped on before. Not too recently, not too long ago, a lady came up to me at a 4th of July party and she says, you know, Jews aren't white. Well, if I'm supposedly not white, are there any church-going real whites here today? Come on. 2 white men got stabbed in the neck and killed instantly by a white supremacist because they were trying to stop him from cursing and yelling racial and religious slurs at Muslim girls. Last May, in broad daylight, on a commuter train in uber-liberal Portland, Oregon. So if you're white and you're nice, you got some skin in this game. I tell you, that bully chomps on so many groups: women, blacks, Hispanics, LGBTQ, and on and on and on. This rabid bully makes me feel like I have rabies. I just want to get at him. But what? What if I were a squirrel with rabies? If I were a rabid squirrel, I'd fly in a rabid whirl to his golf course on Mar-A-Lago. I go unnoticed as I fly to where he tees and jump above his knees. And 'cause I love nuts, chomp chomp off his testes. And he'd go and grab his junk, and I chomp 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 off his tiny tweeting thumbs, and for good measure, his pinkies, to horrify his fellow bullies, to paralyze his fellow bullies, to stop his fellow bullies from hurting us hardworking, baby-making, joy-bringing, altruistic squirrels of the world.